It's Wine Wednesday. I'm Jennifer Snassi. You're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in the studio by Food 24's wine expert, Kathy Marston. And as always, we are going to teach you a little something about wines. Now, Kathy, you've brought 2 Sauvignon Blancs for me today.
I have, yes. And the thing that I wanted to teach people, or sort of just demonstrate today, is that we all drink our Sauvignons far too young, like really too young.
Like, okay.
Like we're just in like the 3rd month of 2016 right now. I'm telling you, 2016 Sauvignon Blancs, they've been on the shelf for nearly a month already.
That's not right.
No, and it's a real shame, and we're doing ourselves a disservice because these wines are so young, they need so much time to get their sort of act together. So I brought 2 examples along here, one from 2015, so that's a year old, one from 2014. And I can tell you now, having worked in the restaurant industry, that most people out there, if you say, I've got this lovely wine, it's 2014, are going to go, ooh no, not interested in that. And they're going to miss out on such a trick. They really are.
I would never say
so,
no.
No,
especially
honestly,
your recommendations.
Well, thank you so much. But so many people do, and it's a silly thing to do, particularly if you're buying a wine that is a good wine, that is very good quality, that's very concentrated. So this is from Van Leeuwen, and obviously Van Leeuwen make a lot of very good entry-level, everyday drinking wines. But this is their top stuff. This is their Christina Van Leeuwen range, and this comes from a single vineyard in cool climate Darling. So you know, a little bit further away from where their home is, but really the best place, one of the best places to make Sauvignon. No, see, that still smells amazingly fresh to me, doesn't it?
Very grassy notes.
It is, isn't it? Very much so. Always, Darling has this lovely sort of dusty kind of thing going on there as well. Let's have a taste. Wow.
That wine tastes very similar to the whites you get from Elgin.
It does, and actually we have an Elgin one coming up next as well, so big coincidence. But you can see how all that fruit is still there, it's all still zingy and fresh, and I mean, that to me is an absolute joy to drink now. Really, really lovely to drink. I'm sorry to throw it away, but I think we need to try the Shannon, which is the other one we've got. You're going to sip a bit more, I'm not blaming you at all, actually. I have to say, I actually opened this last night just to sort of check and see what it was like.
You weren't supposed to tell people.
I know, but it was so good, I drank a glass. So, before we came here, I'm really sorry about that.
It is very nice, and it's won
It was
so
very
many awards.
lovely, yeah. So this is when I will be drinking that kind of wine. And this one now, this is a year old, and I think this is actually still a baby. So I think this has got a lot of time ahead. So let's have a look and see if we agree with that. So this is from Elgin, again a very, very cool climate area. The Shannon guys make really seriously beautiful wines. They make fantastic Pinot Noir, they make a really good, in fact one of the very, very few outstanding Merlots in this country. But they really made their name on Sauvignon, so let's have a sniff of this. Now immediately this is much sort of more citrusy, and it is a little bit sort of tight almost. It's not really showing off an awful lot of itself. But on the palate, masses and masses of fruit, like so much going on. I've got tangerines and naartjes and
now that you say it, I also get those fruit.
And lots of citrus. So you could drink this one now, and I think it will be delicious. It will be really, really good with seafood. But for my money, I'd keep that one for another year as well. You know, I just think it's going to get better and better. And if I can manage to hold on to any of it for another 12 months, I think I'll be a very, very happy girl.
I don't think you're going to manage.
No, I don't actually at all. I don't know who I'm kidding. But I'm going to try. I think that's the thing. And I'm going to try not to drink 2016s and a few more months down the line, I think.
Now, the 2014 was lovely. The 2015, like you said, you would rather wait another year to drink it. What would these wines have tasted like when they were first released?
I think that they would have been really quite aggressive. I think the acidity would have been very, very high indeed, because in a Sauvignon Blanc, it's acidity that actually keeps the wine and helps preserve its life a little bit longer. So I think they'd have been very, very tight, very, very closed, very sort of aggressive, and they really just need this time in bottle just to sort themselves out, really. You know, it's like having teenagers. They're often stomping off into their room and you know, I hate you, and nobody loves me and understands me. And then you give them a little bit of time and they grow up a little bit, and then just beautiful people. And that's what I think these 2 wines are.
That's a nice analogy there, Kat.
There we go.
Cheers to Wine Wednesday.